Welcome back, gamers, and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again, and thank you very much for the continued support. I appreciate a lot. You are tuning in my small channel. Let's grow it up together. If you like this comment, if you like this video, please give a like below. It's hard for me to explain, but it's this weird stuff that YouTube have this weird settings that if many of you guys give me a like, then probably my video will come higher once you, let's say, a new player are searching for a world warship. You get the point. Anyhow, guys, we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain from NA server. His name is Vinegar Stroke, and he's playing the Tier 7 Royal Navy battle cruiser Rook. Now, I do not have this particular ship, and I do believe it's first time ever I featured this in my channel. Let me know in a comment below, do you think that this particular line I'm talking is worth to grind? I honestly believe so, guys. I really do. And probably if you do not own this ship, or probably if you have question about Royal Navy battle cruiser, how are they strong, are they weak? I mean, yes, you lack hydro, but that's the gimmick of the German battleship, or secondary, or this combination, good secondary and hydro, and some very strong torpedo, or the Germans battle cruiser line identity. But for the Royal Navy new battleship line, it's a little bit different. Probably the guns are much hard hitting, maybe the caliber gun is a little bit higher, and probably you're definitely gonna see the strength and the weakness about this ship. Now, this map, guys, is estuary, and this is a standard battle. I do believe this first salvo was from the enemy Poltava, the premium Tier 7 Soviet battleship. But here's the deal, guys. They are very strong, let's say, regular Tech 3, cunning, but I'm showing so much that probably he's a new player. I mean, this is probably when you're top dog and you're facing Tier 7 versus Tier 5 cruiser, they just blow up. I mean he played the poor devil, I don't know, 1 minute or close to 3 minutes, but probably he have using his guns twice, and then he just died. Yeah, welcome to Tier 5 versus Tier 7. It's not even fun. Now, standard battle, I do believe the guys that I have to show, and this is extremely important. Even a freaking Tier 10 matchmaking, man, some players, they do have very hard to understand what standard battle is. Standard battle, you are pushing together, or you are defending together. What this definitely this team are more or less staying on this side of the map. And let me put it this bigger. If you pay attention where all allies ships are, they are half in this corner. And what really gonna happen there, probably the enemy will try to attack from left and right, from south to north, or from east to west. I have no idea how to explain, but definitely the gimmick about this standard battle, it's pushing together or staying defending altogether. And I do believe that in this match and this game, you're definitely gonna see even the destroyer are very close to the cap, and make sure that the enemy destroyer they're not push or torpedo anyone else. And I do believe the friendly destroyer Farragut is doing crazy good job by defending and being at the right time and the right place. Remember that Farragut has great gun power and good smoke, but very short torpedo. Do believe the torpedo are very range, I'm talking about range, are very bad, only like 6.2 kilometers. And I do believe your concealment it's even higher, so you can never stealth torp in Farragut. But nonetheless, I do believe it's a great ship. But now let's focus about the Royal Navy battleship. What's the gimmick? It's actually, shall I say, three things that I very much like to paint. The guns are pretty hard hitting, not the best, not the highest damage, not the best pen, but nonetheless pretty decent. You do not have hydro, and which is probably kind of a bad. The secondary, it's non-existent. However, you do have speed boost and you have AA defense. And something else that was 5 overpen. Your guns are pretty accurate. I'm not saying deadly accurate. I'm not saying that dispersion are just amazing, but overall I very much like to say that it is not the German dispersion, and it's probably, I don't know, close to French dispersion, something like. It's kind of a hard to put the finger exactly what I mean, but they are not bad. You just need to know your lead, and in this replay I will not touch the mouse. I will not press C key so take over the camera, which basically I gonna let you know, see exactly where this ship and where this captain, sorry, the captain Vinegar Stroke will aim versus enemy. And that is kind of important, because I do believe all ships in this game, they have different shell speed, shell arc, drag, you name it. So you have to lead and aim differently. Like this was not even the same postcode. So what I'm trying to say, guys, that you really need to know how the enemy will move, which direction, and so on. I also kind of forgot to mention that this ship has 2 torpedo launchers in the rear. Yes, only 2. 2 torpedo launchers with, you can send those one by one, or I don't know, something like that. So I do believe our Nagato, it's going down. He's very low HP. Yeah, Nagato is burning, kind of rough. The enemy are pushing this flank a lot, and you're definitely gonna see, and I do like it. So now the enemy are leading, right? They are leading by 1 ship, and they are pushing. I don't know, guys, if it's that so great idea to push, especially in a crazy fast maneuver. Now, with what's special about this Emily Bertin, it has a thin armor. Every single shot you will hit her, you will overpan her, which basically you'll do 10 times less damage than a regular full pan of Citadel, you know what I mean? So it's very hard to do well versus extremely light armor ship. A very good aim. He didn't went for the cruiser, he went for the destroyer, and that was 5,000. Yeah, it was 3 overpen, but he, of some strange reason, he managed 1 pen, and all those damage together was 5,300. But I do believe in return you will eat a lot of damage. I'm wondering how much damage does Captain receive from every single salvo. I do believe every hit will cost him roughly 500 HP pool, something like that. Very good aim, crazy good aim. He's trying to uke left and right. And no more uking for you. I mean, both Konigbert and especially this latest captain, Emily Bertin, the tier 5 French super thin armored and very fast cruiser, one of the fastest cruiser in this game. But guys, you probably should not, as a cruiser captain, charge the first thing you're gonna do, because at tier 5, even at tier 6, your armor will not cut it. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that your role as a cruiser, you should stay near your battleship, not ahead. You're not a destroyer. Destroyer's job is to be the spear, you know. And just look at the Farragut. He's trying to use his smoke and, you know, send those torpedoes. But unfortunately, this Henrik, which is one of the strongest tier 7 regular Tech 3 battleship in this game, has crazy good hydro torpedo and it's secondary. So overall, I honestly believe, guys, in Tech 3, I'm talking about non-premium ship, probably the Rook and Heinrich P. Heinrich are the best tier 7 so-called battle cruiser. Yeah, they are in battleships spot. But what I'm trying to say is that the meta has been changed. I do honestly believe that they are strong as all hell, probably the strongest, those two ships at tier 7. That's my honestly opinion. Now he is a little bit lucky, this captain gave a good punch to the Queen Elizabeth. He's not focused of some very strange reason. There are 3 ships within 11 kilometers and none of them target this captain. Kind of a weird, I don't know. Queen Elizabeth managed to kill the cruiser, the tier 5 Hawking. Kind of a bad ship. I do believe that's the only battleship I only played once or twice and then I gave up. I gave up. I kind of gave up, and yeah, early access to this crew. Okay, you see what I'm talking about. 23,000 damage to that Queen Elizabeth. He stayed, you know, did not move a whole lot, but 23 and used used damage count because he was flooding. Fuso very healthy, 51,000. Now he has 43,000, but nonetheless very healthy Fuso. He has good armor, but nonetheless over here only 1 overpen and 3 pen, and it was a pretty good, decent salvo. Let's see how this armor is back. Alright, I do believe it was 0 damage. How the hell can you screw this one up? This, on the other hand, that was 9,500 and he took down the torpedo. Now, remember guys that this Queen Elizabeth received earlier 23,000 in damage with the torpedo, and he should have known. Okay, that was a little bit more luck, only 5,000 damage from Fuso. And yeah, that was 16,000 damage from that Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth's AP are not a joke. On the other hand, the torpedo, he's not even aiming for the Queen Elizabeth. This is why I'm saying, guys, you should never brawl a battleship without hydro versus the new badass HMS ROOKE, because this one happened. That was 20,000 damage, guys, and I do believe the armor is absolutely amazing. I mean, remember guys, he was facing 2 battleships at very close range, and first salvo from Fuso was did not do a whole lot. Now very bad that his turret are broke, so he only have 2 gun, what do you call it, two turrets left. But nonetheless, that was 1 citadel and only 1 pen, but 4 pen of which 1 citadel, and nuked that Fuso. I do believe that probably the enemy Fuso aim wrong, but they also showing you that this captain's armor, I'm talking about this battleship, are not crazy, squeezy and bad. Definitely showing you how strong if you're right angle. Probably he was a little bit lucky, but nonetheless, the Queen Elizabeth's HE was nasty. It was 10,000 damage with HE and took down his what do you call it, torpedo. So nonetheless, guys, let's see what's happened here. The enemy have 2 ships, Potvara and Colorado. He's still using the HE. He never did once the HE. Farragut did a crazy good job. Thanks to him, probably this will be a win, but it stayed okay. Whoa, man, selling strength and without speed, that Potvara definitely showing you the difficult to play a Soviet battleship there. You don't have speed, you don't have any agile whatsoever. So for me, only that. Okay, you have armor, but then you're screwed when there's a lot of torpedo coming at you and you have hard to disengage. The Potvara, it definitely will show you how difficult for a slow turning radius battleship it's hard to disengage. I mean, this captain has used almost all his heal and all his speed. The A defense he never have to use, because, you know, Colorado, yeah, pretty damn healthy Colorado. It has a great good guns, don't get me wrong.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oh, I kind of forgot the consumer are pretty damn good. I mean, Colorado, he's been spotted by a mile, but not this captain, and now probably has to angle. 6,000. 2 over pen, only 1 pen. And the heel are pretty alright. I mean, the percentage is not bad. You know, he turned left and he brake. What it meant that all the salvos not even the same post where this, you know, Colorado was kind of a poor player in that regard. The aim was not that fantastic. That was 11,000 damage with only 3 pens. And that's the weakness of Colorado and all wide, you know, US battleship. They are wide as all hell, and it's very easy to do full damage. Even if you are playing a small caliber gun of a destroyer, her big size, it's a weakness. 5,000 damage with HE. I do believe that the very first time he was using the HE, kind of right, because you know he was very good angle, and probably the AP should not done a whole lot. Let me know in the comment below what is the range. It could be 10, 11 kilometers or something like that. Let's change back to 8B, the next salvo, and one more fire. Now this captain actually could go down by Colorado if he is not right angle. All he needs to do, Colorado, aim a good shot and he will be probably gone. Yeah, could be nasty. He's a good angle, don't get me wrong, he's much better angle than you think. That salvo was 0 damage from Colorado, and in return 7,100. Now he has such a little HP pool, this Colorado, but on the other hand, even this captain, that maybe Zerra could do some kind of damage to him and take him out. And by the way, even if this captain's going down, the Farragut, who played crazy good, he still will cap advantage. And all he needs to do, Zerra, just shoot at him and try to reset him. But nonetheless, that was the 5 pen, and that's the biggest weakness about US heavy battleship. It's so freaking easy to aim, and no matter where you hit, you will hit hard. And I do believe this awesome captain with Rook showing you how strong and how fun this Royal Navy battleship line is. I highly recommend you grind it, and if you like the battleship gameplay, you have quite nice tools and definitely good guns and armor actually. So guys, thanks guys for watching, and I wish you from my bottom of my heart, have a great day, have a good one, take care, and catch you in the next one. Bye.